But I'm delighted to be joined by the Clonoulty Rossmore centre-back after an epic win in the Tip Championship against Thurles Sarsfields. John O'Keefe, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I suppose tired, Stephen, I suppose is the first thing, but fantastic win, and we're just delighted to get over the line. We put a huge amount into it. We didn't want to find ourselves here, but we did, and we knew we needed a big performance. Sars came at us over and over, and we dug deep and thankfully got the result.
The great Joe Hayes said this was the greatest win he has seen a Clonoulty side achieve, and that's despite all the county finals, all the big days.
Yeah, and we know why, because we've had a tough 5 weeks. There's no point in saying different. It's been an emotional 5 weeks, and we had the month's mine last night there, Dylan. So emotionally it was tough for us to get up to that level today that you need to be at for championship level. But we got there, and so yeah, of course we all look, the dressing room inside, even though it was a win, it was a huge relief for us to get over the line, because we feel this team is coming and there's more in us, and we hopefully we can perform like that again the next day.
Yeah, you really hurled like tigers there. The two Heffernans were there in the heart of the defence. You know, Cathal Burke outstanding up top then as well, Michael Ryan as well. Like, the team just was, you know, they just didn't want to let this go.
Yeah, and that's what the manager Declan said to us, just wanted us to give that 10% more. I think we've loads of hurling in the team. It's just about, I suppose, adding that effort and that honesty that you need to get a performance out of us, because I think there's plenty of hurling in the team. As you said, it's great to see, like, you know, Cathal Burke has only come back from that cruciate injury there, so he's a real addition to us, and of course Mikey Winnie isn't long back from the States, so these boys coming back and starting to really gain momentum there as well.
You've lost Conor Hammersley as well, currently doing a PhD over stateside. You know, he'll have been watching today.
Yeah, he was, and that's the last message we got into our players group, was the good luck message from Conor. So of course he's staying in touch with us, and he's a huge loss, not only on the pitch but like off the pitch. He's an example to our young lads as well, so look, hopefully we might see him before the end of the year, all going well.
Yeah, so this day, this win, the whole parish was there in the stand here where we're standing here in the corner of right now. The atmosphere here was something else. It was something really different at a hurling match. Like, I think it's one of these games that I feel privileged to have been at.
Yeah, it felt electric. Every time there was a free one or a turnover, a block down or a score, it felt like the crowd were in on top of you. And I know that's Holy Cross Ferry, the stand is quite close to the pitch. But that's what you expect from a parish like Clonoulty Rossmore, and we have all really bonded and come together in the last 5 weeks, and you want that from your parish, and it's a big community effort. And I suppose they're as much, they're coming here to watch us and from the last 5 weeks as well, and this is their outlet as well to watch us play hurling, and we're just fantastic we can give back to them in some way.
Yeah, the late penalty, Stephen Ferncombe fired it to the net. Joe Hayes was beside us. Bury it, he said, go for goal.
Yeah, and for fairness to Fernie, we've seen him do that over and over again. He's a serious slap of the ball, so I had full confidence in him that he would rattle the net.
Yeah, these young lads now are stepping up, like, because you're without Dylan, Conor Hammersley, Timmy from a few years ago as well, your main guy when you won the county, but you have Jack Ryan stepping up, you have Stephen Ferncombe now on the horizon as another potential star.
Yeah, and I suppose one name there, Stephen Price, Danny Slattery has a real breakthrough year as well. I've been really impressed with Danny. And of course we were missing Robert Dial today, so hopefully the 2 weeks will get him time to get back. But yeah, I mean, like, we knew we'd never have that 2018 county final team forever, but you have to have boys coming through, and we've a wonderful club. There's brilliant work being done with our juveniles, and those 4 or 5 lads are starting to come through, and you need that pushing every year, and the likes of the old fellas like myself will be pushed on at some stage then as well.
Yeah, quarterfinals now is next up in this championship, and you know, what's the vibe like with you now? What's the feeling for it?
Yeah, I suppose, look, we were just chatting inside. I suppose this week is about recovery and getting anyone who got minutes on the clock today will just be about recovery. Tuesday night we'll go again Friday, Sunday, and then we're into preparation week again, so we won't have much of a turnaround. You know, the other teams will have that 3 weeks gap, whereas we've had that game. Whether that'll be a benefit or not, it's hard to tell. I think we probably needed another game, so definitely no harm, but definitely there's a feel good factor there now, Stephen, you know, because as I keep saying, and I know everyone is aware of it, but we've had a tough 5 weeks there, so there's a real feel-good factor and a sense of relief, I suppose, after that victory, so hopefully we can carry that on.
The month's mind for Dylan was in the GAA field in Clonoulty last night.
Yeah, and it was amazing, it really was, and we were lucky enough the rain held off for it, and it was special, and of course it was hugely emotional again, and I suppose that's probably management and the players feared a little bit, could we get to the pitch of a championship game today after that last night, but certainly we had someone watching us above, and he drove